one half of the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast, coming to you live and direct every single week with my tag team partner, my brother, my boy King Too Cold. Look, you want to shoot from the hip, real talk for real fans, want to talk the latest wrestling news, rumors, and more, weekly reviews, and dope interviews? Look no further than the GOW, man, the Judgment-Free Zone, where we just come on here and we keep it real with the people. If you want to hop on the YouTube, go ahead and do that. Click the interview tab. We got people like Jordan Grace, Mickey James, Thunder Rosa, JTG, Chris Van Vliet, Eric Bischoff, DDP, and many, many more. The Generation Wrestling Podcast. You can catch us anywhere on social media, and where podcasts are available on audio platforms as well. Again, that is Generation Wrestling Podcast. Tune in. Real talk for real fans. Franchise out. Peace.
Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans. Up and sparking up, like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you parking up, it's the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up, they can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name. Pull up.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. As always, is yours truly, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, they got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes, King Too Cold. Bro, what's good?
Shout out Gene, everyone. What's good, man? What's up with you, bro, man? Clive in the building. What's up, Clive? Man, right now, man, we got that boy Willa Yuta giving these kicks to Katie Kingston right now in the ring. They're going for the Continental Classic Championship crown, or whatever you want to call it. But Kingston's belt. They're fighting for Kingston's belt. So, but other than that, man, what's good, yo?
Man, bro, what is good? What is good? We are back live and direct after a few days off. We had to let our brains recalibrate, but now we got the Friday night block party, baby. But with that being said, man, we got a little Smackdown to talk about. We're going to finish up with some of this AEW Rampage. But, bro, other than that, what's up, my guy?
Man, not much, man. You know, got some much needed rest, man. Boy, it was, man, I was more tired than I thought. And let's just say it like that, man. Man, it was a lot going on, but your boy, I'm good. I'm back. We back. You know, Friday night block party. You know, doing what we do, talking to the people, watching a little wrestling. You know, hey, I'm good. You know, I'm doing what I like to do. I'm in my comfort zone. I like to say.
Absolutely. Hey, dude, we're going to talk about the card, but one of the things I really want to talk about real quick, man, because it was actually a scary moment of the night. We had Carmelo Hayes, himself versus A-Town Down, Austin Theory. It was a pretty solid match, man, for the most part, until Austin Theory went for a springboard Spanish fly. He landed on his neck, and then Melo landed on the top of his head. It was very clear, very early that was a legitimate spot, man. The ref throwing up the X. You even got Grayson Waller kind of, going out of character. As you can see, the look of concern on his face for both Theory and Melo. Bro, first of all, before we get to the injury angle part of it, man, Carmelo Hayes once again back on SmackDown again. We got him and Nick Aldis in the back. Looked like they was cutting up a deal about something before this match even came to be. Let me ask you this, bro. Is it time to call Melo up already, or do he still need a little bit more time in NXT? And then, two, what did you think of the match, and then followed by the injury afterwards?
The injury afterwards, it definitely looked rough. Could have been worse. Hopefully everybody's okay. The match was cool. It was Theory versus Carmelo Hayes, so that was cool. A little different matchup, something I ain't seen before, or at least haven't seen in a while. So no, that was cool. I had no problem with that. Carmelo he's definitely got something. In the back, he was trying to cook up a way to get into the Royal Rumble. Where he got interrupted with Nick Aldis. So I don't know. We'll see if we'll see if anything comes of it, and if he'll get permanently moved to a SmackDown. He said Blue does look good on him. So hey man, he is him. So Nick Aldis might want to hurry up and jump on that, man, and build him a nice little roster of young and a nice mixture of young and veteran talent. So make SmackDown what it always is, the great wrestling show.
Man, speaking of the great wrestling show, dude, we had quite a bit of good wrestling tonight, man. One of the matches tonight that we had was Angel and Humberto versus the LWO.
Yeah,
We got Angel and Humberto picking up the victory, bro. But I must say, what's up, Earl? Dude,
damn, Earl. Earl says, "Cut the shit."
Yeah. Damn it. I'm a little late on the button. I'm a little late.
Yeah.
See, okay, I will say this. The show itself wasn't. I'm not gonna say it was anything stellar, but the matches we got, I thought we got pretty solid wrestling. I thought so.
The show was Paul Heyman trying to find somebody to team with the Bloodline.
Yeah,
that was the show. It had hits and misses. It was up and down. That match, the Belair and Bayley match, was actually pretty good. I enjoyed that, and the tag team match for what it was actually pretty cool. So I enjoyed, at least those 3 matches out of the whole night. So for me, that's a good night. I there was at least three decent matches for me to sit there and watch, and I feel like this ain't going nowhere. I was very surprised that Damage Control didn't do anything, but then again, in a way, I kind of wasn't, because like I know what's coming. So no, it wasn't like he said. It was better than Raw, but
right.
I didn't think it sucked ass, but it was doable.
Earl is very hard to please. But speaking of, okay, because you just read my mind. Speaking of Damage Control, Bayley, we had her and Dakota and everybody in the back, and Bayley like, yo, why didn't you guys help? Well, first of all, let's talk about the match itself. Bayley was obviously couldn't be any more obvious of asking for help while she's in the ring in front of the ref. It's like, bruh, like, first of all, if they were going to help you, you were telling them to do it right in front of the ref during the match. Like, no, stupid. That didn't make sense. But you kind of seen everybody just kind of stand around anyway looking at her. Dude, that Damage Control, Bayley. Do you feel bad for Bayley? Do you not feel bad for Bayley?
No, not at all. Don't feel bad for her at all. Because it's funny, because it's like she's gonna be like, oh my, but what did I do to deserve this? What do you mean? What did you do to deserve this? Of course you deserved it. They don't need you, man. But that's expected to come. I mean, damn, didn't we just see that happen to Edge in Judgment Day? I mean, so it's expected to come, man.
Yeah.
That one veteran has got to hang on to a whole bunch of young talent to still be relevant. I mean, come on, man. That's the old cliche in any wrestling company, no matter who it is or who does what. That's always an old school thing. So it is what it is. And yeah, but her asking for help in front of now, you did say something. They were just standing around. It's one thing if they were all around the ring. Like if they were all around the ring trying to actually actively trying to like distract, then that would have been something different. But and then if she still would have lost, then that's different. Then that's more on her. But the fact that they did kind of stand there, Oscar had that look like, like, what happened? I don't know what happened. What happened? So it was like, okay, she, but the body language of everybody there, you could just see it was just like, yeah, can't wait till we kick this bitch out. it was like, damn, y'all ready to get rid of her, but we know it's coming, and I wouldn't be surprised, man. And I know the thought is that she may, as Eddie Kingston picked up the victory over Willa Yuta. I wouldn't be surprised if Damage Control don't cost her shot at the Royal Rumble.
So it's funny. It's funny you said that because I seen the meme and it was like, it was Triple H. Was it Randy Orton and Batista? I believe when I think it was Orton that won the title and then Batista turned on him. And they did the same thing, but they were saying that was gonna happen with Bayley. And my thing is,
that was with Triple H when Batista won the Royal Rumble, and they were trying to convince him to go to SmackDown, and he chose to stay on Raw, and gave him the thumbs down and put that boy through a table, and then whooped his ass at WrestleMania.
So and that's my thing, because Bayley, she didn't already came out of her mouth and said, hey, when I win the Rumble, if I win the Rumble, I'm going to go challenge Rhea Ripley. But my thing is, like, what if she has it? What if she has a change of heart? Like, let's say she don't get her ass beat and do win the Royal Rumble. I want to know then where do you go? Because would the more appealing match to you be Bayley versus Rhea Ripley or Bayley versus Dakota Kai? I mean, excuse me, Io Sky. Excuse me. Like,
It would
what
be
would you?
Bailey. Well, when they turn on her, it would be Bailey versus Io. But the sad part is, I want Io to go over. I don't care.
Mm.
I don't care for Bailey to win. So I would be okay with Io winning. That's why I don't see that being a WrestleMania match. Not for Bailey. Bailey's not. She's there, but she's not. She's not. She's not. Oh my god. She's not. I'm not saying she's not popular enough, but she's not Rhea Ripley. She's not, that when she comes, like she is, but she isn't. And
Right.
unless she has a hell of a face turn from whenever they finally decide to turn on her to WrestleMania, I still feel like it's going to involve them. So I don't think we'll get Bailey versus Io at WrestleMania, even though we could. It may be Bailey versus Dakota Kai. That may be a match for WrestleMania, depending on how her knee holds up and when she gets back. I can't see. I can't vision Bailey being relevant past DC. I just don't see a viable angle for her, and I kind of don't either. But yeah, I mean, she's been the kind of heel for a while, but I think that's kind of run boring. So she goes back to if she comes back to the Bailey buddies and starts coming back out with the that may work. That could work for her.
No.
I'm not saying I want it. I'm not
we
saying
left
I
the
want
Bailey
it.
buddies in 2019, Kim, bro.
I look. I'm sorry. This is WWE. I'm sorry. If you thought that they couldn't, if you thought they didn't think that they could market or brand off that again for her going back to the Bailey buddies, come on now, man. Come on now. No. We're not even gonna be naive wrestling fans here.
Is she gonna do the side ponytail thing again?
I mean, probably not because of the haircut she got now, but I could see her just coming back out with a Bailey. I could just see her just coming out, just doing the thing and just giving the hugs and I'm back. I love y'all. Love me. Hey, and, but there could be an angle with that if they decide to do it where, it's kind of like she's doing it out of desperation instead of it just being a full turn.
Man,
she can make it look desperate.
I hate that you said that, man, because you know what's crazy? Instead of letting her just going back to be a regular ass face, I could see them trying to really go back.
That is her regular for her. That is her regular ass face.
No,
we don't know no other style of Bailey as a face. So I
she
mean,
could just come out looking good.
They could give her something different, but I mean, they could go. I mean, she could come out with the little Bailey buddies and woo.
Hey, do it again. Oh man, I hate you. What's up, JR?
What's going on, man? Man, y'all think that might have a fatal 5-way with all of damage control?
I don't know what the reasoning behind that would be, though.
Well, who would feel they're the better champion? That would be the reason. But how do you get there? How do you get there? And it's not like, oh man, why are they doing this? They could be doing something so much better. Like it's got to get there, and it's like, yo, I didn't know I wanted to watch this shit, but I want to see these 5 go in this match and tear it up. It's got to get there. I don't know how they can get it there for that to happen. At best, I could probably see them doing 2. If it's not, I could see Asuka being a throw-in between her, Io, and Bailey. if that's a thing that they want to do. I could see that. As Earl said, I could see Oscar turn on Damage Control. I could see that, but I can't see a logical reason that we would get all 5 of them for that one title. Where if you're really trying to build Damage Control, Swerve Strickland coming out. Oh shit.
Swerve. Is he swerving while he drives?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Sorry, I gotta put that on pause. But again, I don't see that coming out not logically though. All right.
Hit it. Hit that. Hey. Whoa.
Hey man. Hey. Nana had to come swerve while he drive in Jacksonville. At the Davis place.
Nana be hitting that shit.
Hey, for real.
Hit it. My boy Nana be hitting that little twist thingy.
Man, hey. And it's hot, and they can't say it don't work. People say people don't get shine. Man, this man have figured out his own gimmick, and it worked. And it wasn't even that he figured it out. It was just something on a chance of stupid, just with the music, just going with the music. And the motherfucker just coming out and just doing some dancing, and then it's just like, oh shit, look, what is he doing now? Okay, you got the people pumped. Let's go, let's see Swerve. Yeah, that's what it is. As we got Swerve Strickland going up against Action Andretti right now. But I really don't see a reason.
Bro. No, hold on. How you gonna do formerly known as Evan Bourne like that? That's Matt Sydal.
That's Matt Sydal? Oh damn! Well, the haircut it look like Action and Brody.
But no, it's crazy. Hey, that's crazy. If you look quick, he closed on the eye.
I didn't even look for the name. I never looked to see his name on the screen. I just happened to. I looked at the haircut and the tights and said, "Oh, Action and Brody." And I look.
I hate you.
Like, oh shit, okay, all right, this would be a little cool match. Thinking nothing more of it. I that's what I thought I saw. My bad. My bad.
Hey, did you notice Swerve's tights is a tribute to the Fiend?
If I can get a good look on him, I did not know that.
Yeah. If you see
with
it,
the red and black with the angel on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, but here goes some great news though. Okay, well, I was going to ask you a question. Let's get to JR's question first, and then.
But the whole Damage Control thing, so we can be done with that. But I honestly, I really don't see Bayley getting a title shot. But if they do go with the Bayley buddy huggy thingy way, maybe. But don't say they won't go back to it. They could. If it's there, she wants to do it. They believe in it. It'll happen. So that is what it is. But JR man says, man, do you think if Swerve would have stayed in WWE, he would have been where he is now, near world title contention?
In my opinion, now, I would say no.
And the only reason I would say no is because I feel like he would, by the time Triple H would have took over, he would have been left like he did already. But if he'd have stuck it out, yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm thinking about? Imagine a match with him and Carmelo Hayes. I can see that shit right at the take. No,
Swerve coming up. Swerve already on the main roster. Guess what? Swerve going on Monday Night Raw, where he about to go battle with Seth Rollins.
So that's not even on Smackdown. You talking about sending his ass straight to Raw.
We need to actually put Swerve under Triple H, Earl. We need to put Swerve on Monday Night Raw and let him rock out with Seth Rollins and a few of those other guys. Let him do what he do. Let him go fight. Let him go fight Gunther or whatever, for that icy. Like, let him go fight a few of those guys over there and put a nice little show on. That I could buy. Being on SmackDown, he would just be the best United States champion, and I would want to see more than that from him than just being that. But the freedom that he has on this show or in this company compared to WWE, even if WWE is trying to be a little more edgy, but they're still PG.
Right.
I still don't see it being as easy for him because he's putting on a lot of wins. He's taking a couple of losses, but he's and it made sense for the one or two, but he's been putting on a lot of wins. I don't know if he would have got that many wins in WWE. Like the man's he's been hot since that first match he had with Hangman Page. Not the Texas, the very first match they that was the first match, wasn't it? That was the first match. That was the second match. They had the first match. Since the first match that they've been on these two, he's been on since then. Actually, since the promo, really, if you think about it, it really goes back a little further than that. But just him, Swerve, just him building himself up, and just showing the world, man, whose house it is, and the people, hey, letting it be known it was Swerve's house, and they want to see him. They want to see him where he's at right now, and right now with the new year being what it is, hey man, we gonna see where the sky is for him. We're gonna see how far he can go. As we got Samoa Joe and Hook. Ooh.
Yeah, Hook kind of got in Samoa Joe's
like that title though. I did look at that title. I do like that title.
I told you.
They go to real Action Andretti. He's backstage with Tyson.
he said, see, you was close. He was almost there.
I was almost the hair wasn't too far. I mean, he's got a little bit more shaggy of hair. I see it now, but with the tights and the mohawk kind of, that just what threw me off.
Bro, hey, your boy, man. I know for a while, he's been known as Butch. But we had a segment with Tyler Bate, and it seemed like we going back to the original Pete Dunne. We got that boy Tyler Bate saying, hey, man, look, you and I, we traveled the world together, partner. We came up in NXT together, partner. Who are you? What is this? And, Butch is like, man, the Brawling Brutes is dead and the old me is dead. And, my boy Tyler Bates said, hey, look, man, you want to relax, you want to meditate, you want to go back to that old thing that we had. What you going to do? What is going to be? And, Butch trying to play it off like he want to be a lone wolf. But that boy Tyler Bates doing what bros do. He was able to convince his bro, man, hey, we are stronger together, bro. We going back to the bruiserweight. We got that boy Tyler Bate, Mustache Mountain. Dude, look, the tag team division. It was struggling for a while. Okay, now we got the new LWO. We got Angel and Humberto. We got the Prophets somehow doing anything. We got the AOP and Karrion Kross. They the final testament now. Now we got Mustache Mountain. Bro.
No, first of all, they can't be Mustache Mountain. I don't want to. Were they the original Mustache Mountain in NXT UK?
Yeah. Oh no. That was Tyler Bate and Trent Seven.
I'm about to say, okay, see, no, it's got to be just Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. But it needs to go back to being the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. That's all. Just give me back Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. I'm good with it. I'll take it. I appreciate it. Right now, we got Akira Shida coming out to fight. I didn't even see who the hell she getting ready to fight.
Queen Aminata.
Oh, Aminata. Okay. Aminata about to get her ass whooped. Because she ain't been winning. She been getting her ass whooped. Not a win tonight.
He's a Queen. I'm not a win tonight.
Not a win tonight. All right. But no, man, I like who were we talking about? Damn, I forgot that
fast. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne.
Tyler Bate. Oh yeah, no, I like Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. I'd rather go back to that and just keep it that way.
Yeah. And then, man, speaking of tag teams, before we get to the main event, so we got Karrion Kross, we got AOP. I know, man, with Karrion Kross, ever since he came back, ever since he came back, in that initial group of rehires for Triple H, we was like, man, bro, like, it was just something that was off. We still ain't recovered from the whole Vince McMahon dominatrix NXT getting called up to Raw to get buried by Jeff Hardy on his first match. We didn't get over that yet.
No.
Now with AOP, because we loved AOP, and they were really starting to get some steam in NXT before they got let go. Dude, I'm thinking if done right, I'm kind of feeling this little group with AOP and Karrion Kross. Now I know we still got to actually see them all have a match together, but I'm not mad at the prospect of this, especially when you talk about the Prophets and Lashley. What are your thoughts on this, man? Like, do you think AOP could be what gets Karrion Kross out of this abyss that he's been in the last 2.5 years?
I can't say I have high confidence that it will. I'm not 100% sold on it. I'm still waiting for the Prophets and Bobby Lashley kind of more establish themselves. That's why I keep arguing every show. They need to hurry up and split up the damn Universal Undisputed Tag Team titles and just put the titles back on each show. Because I feel like you would get so much more out of a lot of things. But for the time being, I'm it's a wait and see process. We got to wait and see how it works out. That's all I can really say. I really don't know. In a way, I kind of wanted to because it could be a formidable team, but I'm still not 100% confident about it.
All right, man. And then the last thing, speaking of Bobby Lashley, he said something earlier. Paul Heyman is looking for a third person for Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso to go up against LA Knight. Yeah, Randy Orton and AJ Styles. And Bobby Lashley said something that kind of stuck out to me. And it was something that you and I have been saying for months. And Lashley says he has no interest in the bloodline or Roman Reigns until he gets to see him one-on-one. And I was like, man, you know what? He ain't said that for no reason. He didn't bring that up for no reason.
No, he
so
didn't.
My thing is this. Do we see one more Roman versus Bobby for the title before Roman Reigns' reign is over with?
Possibly. It depends on what happens after this Fatal 4-Way. We'll see if Styles get another title shot or Randy gets another title shot. If The Rock decides to get his title shot early or at WrestleMania, they'll need somebody at a certain point in time. So I don't know. It really, really depends on what they're planning. Because honestly, there's a lot of variables in it right now to where you really, even when you really think, even if you feel 100% about it, man, there could be something. There could be a swerve somewhere. No pun intended on swerve, but there can really be a swerve in that direction of where they're really going. And I don't know. We'll see.
All right, man. And the final thing for SmackDown that we can get off this, man. So, of course, like I said, we had late night AJ Styles and Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. They ended up, the Bloodline ended up attacking Randy before the match even got started. So then it was 2-on-2 with Knight and Styles for the most part. Randy ended up coming back. They ended up picking up the victory. A brawl broke out, and they ended up triple powerbombing, shield powerbombing. Solo Sikoa's big ass. LA Knight was the strong man in that one. Bro, we got that. Knocked that out the way. Tribal Chief got called after the matches. Paul Heyman looked upset. But here's my thing. Bruh, it was your job to find the third man. So what the hell you
was your job to fix it. Fix this. Make it right.
And make it right. So with that being said, okay. So we got that out the way. Now, speaking of the Tribal Chief, I know you and I were talking about, okay, maybe it'll be Rock versus Roman for the Elimination Chamber. Well, according to every report that came out today online, that is absolutely a no-go, as Roman Reigns ain't even advertised for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, which to me, hey, look, they said is scheduled officially, man. Roman versus Rock at Mania. Something else I want to bring up. The number 2 person scheduled to win the Royal Rumble, if it isn't Cody, it's not CM Punk. It is your guy, the Intercontinental Champion, Walter, aka Gunther. So it's like that right there, man. That hearing that, those two things being confirmed for the time being, it kind of, I'm kind of intrigued, but I'm kind of like, I don't know if I like it, because if you're saying that Roman versus Rock is guaranteed for Mania, and you're saying that your possible number 2 to win the Rumble is already a champion. It's like, dude, for me, I wanted to see Gunther versus Lesnar. That can't happen if he wins the Rumble. And I don't want to see Gunther take the title off of Seth, especially if you're going into Mania still with the title. What are your thoughts on that? Because to me, I don't like that situation.
Okay. The Rock versus Roman WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. I told you what that result of that is, where they're pushing for that to happen with that.
You talking about for the longest reign for August,
for
right?
The longest reign at SummerSlam. So that's where they're for so he can beat Hogan's reign. So if that's confirmed, if it's confirmed, he's not going to be an Elimination Chamber.
Yeah,
which means Seth is going to definitely be an Elimination Chamber.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then there's going to be probably a number 1 contendership, or they'll do just the women's, because they're going to do 2. So they're going to do a women's and they're going to do a men's. So yeah, that'll be that. Because I'm pretty sure Rhea Ripley will probably get WrestleMania. She's defending her championship.
Yeah.
She's defending her championship at Royal Rumble. So that means Io will defend her championship at Elimination Chamber. Yeah. I can see that, because if she's not fighting nobody, and right now you got like a whole bunch of women on SmackDown trying to get a title shot, so that would make more sense that would happen. So then Seth will be fighting in the Elimination Chamber, or it may be a number 1 contenders match. Those are one of the 2 options for the men. The women, I think, will have an actual title match, and then of course WrestleMania. You say if it is Walter, you mad at that because, 1, he's a champion. He could lose that belt from here until then. Secondly, the whole him and Brock thing really is really going to hinge on what happens in the Royal Rumble. If Brock is in the Royal Rumble and these 2 battle each other and there's a standoff, and it's a battle of, the immovable object versus the unstoppable force, then there's a good setup for that to happen. But if that's not a moment or not a thing, I don't see that happening. So that I feel like they're going to have to make something happen to make it feel like this is a potential. But him winning to face Seth at WrestleMania, I'm fine with that. If you're going to give me a Walter versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship, and let's say even if he does go in as Intercontinental Champion, you know what? Okay, I'm okay with it, because I know he could eventually lose the Intercontinental Championship. He'll lose it to someone worthy, and it'll be worth it. But he'll still win because he'll be the world champion. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. But I definitely don't see what's the name just yet. Brock versus Walter.
All right, well, hey, bro, that wrapped up the SmackDown side of things. And now we here on AEW. Joe says, the LCJ says SmackDown was a yawner for me. Not terrible, but it was a mid 2.5.
Mid 2.5. Right now, as the House of Black is decimating FTR and Daniel Garcia from Collision. It's nice to see these boys in the ring doing some damage, as we're getting an advertisement for FTR Garcia versus the House of Black. The House of Black tomorrow, or should I say yesterday, or Thursday or Wednesday, whatever. But they'll be fighting on Collision. And then, of course, Dark Order versus Daddy Magic Cool Hand and Jake Hager coming up next. That's the main event. Oh wow. Okay, we can talk through this.
Sure
yeah, I'm just gonna put Dark Order in now. I'm not even gonna finish that off. AEW, man, right now, man, Samoa Joe is, hey man, he's picking up where MJF should have been. Talking shit as a champion, being a gray heel, making people pissed off to want to just come up and just want to, punch them in the mouth. And he's doing exactly that, man. My boy is just going off, and he's not even going off the rails, man. He's just giving you that type of champion we always knew he could be in WWE. But
Right.
and we saw it in NXT. It's not like we didn't see what he could be on the main roster in NXT. We saw what he could be, but unfortunately, the injury aside, Vince never put him there. The one time he did put him there, and him and Brock put on a good match, and they had one match, and that was it. Nothing else came out of it, and I was very upset after that because, man, watching Samoa Joe walk up and just choke out Brock Lesnar on the stage, that shit was awesome, dude.
But that whole interaction with Brock, like, because you didn't see nobody. I don't care, John Cena, Randy Orton, whoever, you did not see anybody that talked shit like that to Brock Lesnar, and you actually believe, like, you know what, he ain't. I don't think Brock just gonna beat the fuck out of him. Like Samoa Joe, he got a Brock face, nose to nose. And even Brock was like, all right, motherfucker, all right, you wanna have a pissing? All right.
Even Brock you looked in that man's eyes, and like the crowd says, Joe is gonna kill you. He's like, oh, this man a killer. Oh, okay. I see those killer eyes. Okay. All right.
What they say? Real recognize real?
Hell yeah, real recognize real. And he saw that boy. And that's why, man, it was like, man, that was a great match. I enjoyed the hell out of that, man. I enjoyed the little, the little segments even before it, but still, it was like I needed to see that type of Joe as the champion in WWE. And I feel like, man, I feel like Vince dropped the ball on that, man. Like, I understand, he had some injuries or whatnot, but I feel like when he was there, and he was there, there was a moment where he was there for a while because you had him as the United States champion doing nothing, and he was having bullshit matches and fighting Rey Mysterio. Bro, he could have been the world champion or something, having a nice little match with other people, and could have been that dude that you needed to see. But I'm glad I'm seeing it now. And with that being said, how do you feel about Samoa Joe being the AEW world champion and talking that talk that he talked on Wednesday?
You know what? I love it because it reminds me of Samoa Joe and TNA. Like Samoa Joe and TNA, like TNA Samoa Joe, he was a different breed. Like, I mean, he was coming out, he was talking that shit. And the thing is with Samoa Joe, he's a guy that doesn't take much convincing when it comes as far as to believability and listening to him. Like Samoa Joe, he's one of those handful of guys, man, that when he gets on the mic, you listen. Like the way he speaks, what he says, how he says it, his facial expressions. Like Samoa Joe is a Samoan submission machine for a reason. They ain't saying Joe gonna kill you because he ain't gonna kill you. He'll kill it. He gonna put your ass in that coquina clutch. He gonna hit your ass with that running flying leg drop that he do. He gonna hop his big ass over the top rope. He gonna hit you with a muscle buster and break his shoulders.
Don't forget about Buster Buster. Don't forget the Buster Buster.
Like he gonna do the 1-2. And my thing is, 9 times out of 10, he backs up what he says. Like, yo, like him and AJ Styles, for them to be 40 plus and can still move the way they do, dudes. Now, I do want to say this. Earl said something earlier when he was like, do we think that AJ Swerve Strickland under Triple H right now will be a world champion? Not really too sure about him right now, but I would definitely say I think right now Samoa Joe will be a world champion. I definitely think under the Triple H umbrella, I think Triple H would have definitely pulled the trigger before it got too late with Joe.
But that's why I say if you put him on Raw, I feel like you with Swerve, you would have that. Like if you let Swerve be Swerve that he is now, if he could be the Swerve, I don't know, man. There's just certain things that a dude is doing right now on one company. I just don't know if it. Well, for him, for him it's different because it did work for him. It did transition. It did work out because it worked for him in NXT and it worked for him when he got to the main roster. Vince, because every time they came on, people wanted to see him, people wanted to hear him, but Vince was bullshitting. So it's not like it didn't work for him WWE. So I believe it could, but he would have to go to Raw. He would have to fight Seth Rollins. He had to fight somebody we know that's going to give us a 5-star match. Somebody, a Cody Rhodes, Chad Gable. He has to go over there and fight some of these guys so we can get that match that we know this dude is that dude, like he did with and Adam Page. So you give us that, and then you telling me Swerve, if he ain't over there right now, hot as he is right now, and the Royal Rumble coming up, you already know who I'm picking to win the Royal Rumble. You put Swerve in the Royal Rumble, bro, right now, hands down, without a question, I'm picking Swerve to win the Royal Rumble. That's just where he's at, and that's where he's at with everybody. That's where he's at with the fans. So if that was a can happen thing, sure, but I truly believe he's in the best place right now for where he's at, because it's at a whole new level because of what he's been able to do and the level of the gratuitous violence that we've gotten out of it.
Dude, can you see this now? Swerve, surprise entrant, number 30, coming out, garments, and you see now walking down the Royal Rumble.
We ain't got Nana in WWE. It's just Swerve. Now
I know, but I'm saying like in the alternate universe, also Marvel DC type shit.
Oh, you trying to cross over? You trying to multiverse it? Okay, all right, I got you. But yeah, or next year or the year after, whenever his contract run up, I can see him if it runs up around the time Royal Rumble comes out. And it's just all of a sudden you just hear, and it's like, oh, you just see the whole WWE universe is swerving.
Swerving.
That's swerving. Hey, that'd be cool, but we'll see. Champ says, guys, hey now, I have the caption turned on, so do me a solid and drop some cuss words so I can see if it will work. Drop some cuss words like shit and damn and bitch. I don't even know how many more we got before we get flagged, but
fuck 49er Gary Coleman Nuggets.
Gary, wow. Wow. That sounded personal.
What the fuck you talking about, Willis?
That sounded very personal, sir. Just
man.
Very personal, man. Bailey is the new Kurt Hawkins. Wow, that's bad, champ. Why would you say that?
Hold on. Wait. First of all, Kurt Hawkins had like 100 losses in a row. I don't think nobody will ever be the next Kurt Hawkins.
That's funny.
He's at his shows.
Fuck yeah. Well, yeah, because it's not gonna give you that. It's not gonna give you the fuck nuggets, but it's gonna give you the Gary Coleman nuts.
Oh man, but no, okay.
It shows that it's not gonna give you cuss words, but let you know, hey, we cussing.
I want to ask you something, man. Because they say never in wrestling,
right?
We had the forbidden door, all through the pandemic, even before that, but it really got exposed during the pandemic. You got WWE, they align themselves with other companies in the past, but no company that's been nearly as large as they are. You got some licensing stuff with TNA, but I mean that's more just for rights and video packages and little shit like that and other little outside projects. Do you think we will ever be able to get some type of collaboration, no matter what it is, between WWE and AEW?
I think eventually.
I feel like that it's too much money on both sides. I feel like it's too much money to be made.
I think eventually, but it's gonna be a while.
Yeah,
I can't put a date to it. I can't put a time frame to it. I can't. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be a while. We're gonna see how these relationships continue to work with all the companies that are working with each other. And when WWE does finally do something, we'll see how they introduce it. We'll see what they do. We'll see how it works. But I don't know.
Let me ask you this: if you're a talent right now, you got Impact, rebranded as TNA. By the way, these belts they've been debuting are looking fucking great. They got a couple of big signings. Apparently, that's supposed to happen at Hard to Kill this weekend, I believe. So that'd be cool. I think Ospreay, he's gonna finally get a chance to wrestle in the TNA ring against Josh Alexander, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember that correctly. Dude, right now, man, wrestling is hot. It's hot. It's hot. If you had your chance as a talent, and I'm not even talking about mainstream wise or who's bigger or what, but if you were a talent right now and you had the chance to choose between currently TNA, AEW, or WWE, which company for you do you think will best suit you if you were an independent talent right now?
Right now, Impact.
Okay. Okay. And you know what's crazy? I actually wholeheartedly 100% agree with that. And I know a lot of people probably gonna be like, really? I actually agree with that.
I would go to Impact. Right now, because don't get me wrong, they do have quite a few people, but their fluctuation of talent is no different than AEW's.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a good it's a good enough proven ground to where you can definitely get the work in that you need. You can definitely, grow the character that you want and then push it. And then when you're ready, because I mean, unless you know you just got the charisma, you got the in-ring work, then sure, you can go AEW or WWE. But if you're really trying to make it in an independent business, you're really trying to grow your own brand, you getting all that's what's best for you, then yeah, I would go to Impact. And then once I made my run through there, hey, what's up, AEW? What's up, Tony Khan? I'll go through all three spots. And then after I done did that, it's like, well, I was here and built this, and then I went to here, and with them being on the TV the way they are, I built this. So now I've become bigger than, why not?
When I think of Impact, dude, there's certain people in any company, we'd be like, yo, man, if they was here, they'd be so much bigger. Or how this person not here? How this person not here? All right, you got Deanna Purrazzo. She making her way, from Impact. She's stepping up to AEW. But dude, there's a guy, man, and Moose. And I'm still wondering to this day, how has he not graced WWE television? Now, he getting up there in age, but could you see a guy like Moose in the WWE or at the least a TNA system? I mean, NXT system.
His name was what's my dude from the who Titus O'Neil.
Oh no, they gonna turn Moose into a primetime player, bro.
No, I didn't say that's what they're gonna turn him into, but we already had a Moose in WWE. His name was Titus O'Neil.
Oh man.
Some people, I'm not saying Moose couldn't do it, but you know how sometimes companies look at people and just say they're not ready for big time. I don't think he would get it. And right now he's too close to Bobby Lashley. He's too close to Titus O'Neil. He's too close to Bobby Lashley. I don't think it would.
It's kind of like one of those situations. Like we already got one of those type situations.
That too, but it's like I don't know if they would even know really what to do with him. Like some people, man, do you really know what to do with this talent? Can he be as flexible on the entertainment side that he needs to be to be relevant? Like there's a lot that really goes into going to WWE, man. You can't just look at it. See, that's why I say I would start out at Impact, because that's more wrestling based, and you can work on your promos, you can work on your stuff, and then that way you can go through an AEW. So by the time you get to WWE, you ain't trying to mess around in WWE. If you're not a young talent they believe in and they signing you long term, bruh, you got to be ready right then and there.
Yeah,
you got to be ready right then and there. There's no time to really waste unless you're one of the young talents. But if you ain't that, you better be Johnny on the spot.
Yeah, my boy said Johnny on the spot. Speaking of Johnny on the spot, I see Johnny hungry right now. Good God, man. I forgot how funny this dude is. Bro.
Earl, you can see it, but again, Earl, I don't think he's gonna be moosing that thing up all like that.
He said, Moose. Oh man, but dude, man, as we winding down here in this main event, dude. Overall, bro, thoughts on the night, man. Overall,
Also tonight,
SmackDown.
Eddie Kingston and Willa Yuta was not a bad match. Swerve ended up beating Matt Sydal, aka Action Andrade's big brother. And then of course, man, Sheeta beat Amanada win. And then of course, man, we getting the Dark Order versus Hager and them, which I'm kind of I'm not surprised. It's almost 11 o'clock. I'm surprised the Dark Order ain't finished this match off yet. Like, I feel like this is a match for them to win, because if they're still losing at this point, it's like, bro, why are y'all even still around?
Man, bro. I did it for Brody Lee.
No, that's done and over with. I mean, even though they got -1 out, and he's getting ready to put the -1 put the hat on. Oh shit, he put the hat on. -1 and put the hat on.
-1 ski, one and done.
Hey, at least he's not out here running around with his shirt
Without no shirt on. Yeah, I always thought that. Like, bro, if y'all don't put no shirt on this little ass boy, -1.
Hat back.
Hey, I was a -1 once upon a time, so I turned it into a +1.
He's you know what?
There's a couple of
Dark
negative
Order
ones.
picked up the victory. I'm glad they picked up the victory, because you can go
A
to
couple
bed.
of -1s in the toilet.
You can go to bed now, sir. After that one, you can go to bed after that, sir. You can go to bed. Oh man, wrestling night overall solid 1.4. Woo! Earl said a 1.4. He was.
I give this. I give it a 2.5. I give it a 2.5.
Yeah, it was about a 2.5. It was at least out of both shows. It was at least 5 good matches. I at least got to be solid on that. Again, all the other stuff. Yeah, there's a Battle of the Belts tomorrow.
Yeah, like Battle of the Belt 6 or some shit like that.
I mean, so he did a collision and a Battle of the Belt. He could not have done all that recording. Like,
yeah. It says okay, so apparently Battle of the Belt.
I'm saying ain't no way in hell he recorded all that in one night. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, my dude. Ain't no way. Ain't no way nobody stayed there for that. Ain't nobody stayed there for that. Nobody.
He said nobody.
You was lucky to do Rampage. You did a collision and a Battle of the Belts.
Battle of the Belts, yeah.
No, you didn't.
My man said the devil is a lie.
No, you didn't. And if you did, why? Why, TK? Why? Now I'm gonna really start thinking, man, that cocaine is a hell of a drug. I don't want to start thinking, and now, but bump allegedly, bro. If you doing 7 hours of shows, come on, bro. Come on, man. No. Nah.
Oh,
I'm not responding to that.
I know. I'm
not responding to Doc Wilder. Doc is wilding. That's all. Taco, what's good? Is that got my chrome to the side with his white socks hat. What's up? Oh man. Hey, look. GOW up the rating tonight. I mean about 2.5. I honestly though. The wrestling tonight wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Again, there was about 5 good matches, both shows. I enjoyed both of those. Those were cool. The whole Smackdown was basically Paul trying to find a tag team partner for the Bloodline, and it was the little shenanigans with Carmelo Hayes and that was about it. It really wasn't really much of anything else. So that was what it was. But yeah, man, another week in the books, man. What is this? The third week? No, it's the second week of 2024.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But man, bro, before we get out of here, we must remind the people that tomorrow the Cleveland Browns baby.
Yes, playoffs off, baby. Kicking them playoffs off.
Yeah. Wild card action. It's cool. We on the road the whole way through. But we gonna do like we always do. We gonna get it out the mud like OTM. We gonna put booster acids. We gonna stomp mud holes all through the NFL. And it starts in Houston. That's right. CJ Stroud, we about to lay a smackdown on that candy ass. Your head coach about to meet one-on-one with our head coach. We gonna lay a smackdown on that ass too. Deshaun Watson, he gonna be there throwing. Anyway, that's
I'm about to say, wait a minute, hold on. He ain't playing. Don't talk about he magically came back. Hell no, no, he's not. No,
Hey,
that's not.
hey,
That's
hey, hey,
not.
hey. It's still real to me, damn it.
The storyline was written for him for this season. Like that was it was written. I mean,
But
I really
don't worry, because they had Flacco as a backup. Because can you imagine if he take the Browns, we play Baltimore, and you made your whole career sending our asses home? Oh, bro, the script is still there. The
Oh, the
script
script's still there. It's still there. It's still there. But we got to get there. We got to get there. One game at a time, though. One game. We got to beat Houston.
you know it's funny.
I'm with you on everything you said, but we still got to beat Houston. So
You know, being a Browns fan is like, you know, being a person who ain't never had shit, and then you come into some money, you just start spending. You know, I'm over here spending hopes and dreams. I ain't even
I'm
got
about to
that.
say, man, I see that's the difference between you and me. See, that's them young people ready to spend. See, those old people, we know, we wiser, we know. Don't you spend all that
Man,
hype? You gonna be
look.
mad. You gonna be mad when that.
Right,
You gonna be
hey,
mad.
bro,
You gonna
you
be
know the
mad.
funny thing though.
You gonna be
Here
mad.
the funny thing. You up here acting like, you know what I'm saying, you Papa at the gas station and shit. She ain't that much older than me, bro.
I'm King Papa. It is what it is. Letting you know.
Oh,
Boy,
hey,
you
you know
roll,
what?
baby.
Hey,
Take it one quarter. Take it one quarter at a time, young man. Take it one quarter at a time, young man.
hey, Earl said, I'm starting to sound like a Cowboys fan. Hell no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm
Right.
not.
I don't want to start sounding like them. I do
Hell
not
no.
want to start. And look, I don't want to be that delusional. I don't never be a Cowboys delusional when it comes to the Browns. Hell no. Hell no. I can never be that, man. Hell no. Hell no, not at all.
But seriously though, I had to make sure, man. We shouted our guys out. What's it, 4:15, 4:30 game tomorrow?
4:30, kicking it off
Yes,
4:30
yes,
on
sir, yes,
Peacock,
sir.
I think, or CBS, one of them damn channels.
You know, so I'll be here taking care of the wife. She's not feeling too well, but don't worry, I'm gonna have it on my phone. I'm gonna have it on somewhere. I love you, baby, but I gotta see my Browns.
Yeah, man. Clyde says Corey J got injured. Oh, it's part of the business. Well, hopefully it ain't too bad. She'll be back soon. But
Yeah, man.
yeah, like I said, man, not a bad night. It was what it was. But everybody enjoy football weekend because this is a hell of a football. We got 2 games tomorrow, 3 games Sunday, then a Monday night game on Monday. Man,
Yeah.
it's a nice little, nice little weekend to start off some football. So most definitely, we're gonna get that in. We're gonna watch that. We'll see y'all Monday, man. We'll see y'all Monday because I got some time to spend with the wifey. So yeah, we'll see y'all Monday.
Absolutely. But with that being said, final words from a good friend of the GOW.
And you are listening to the GOW podcast because, we always like to do it with a little hardcore country.
Bye-bye, bitch.